All right. So speaking of Oroloro Koni Ditiwa,
That's right.
Tinubu aide Kemi Badenoch'S comment won't shake Nigeria. Kemi seems to be relentless at not minding her own business. Oroloro Oni Ditiwa. But anyway, this report here, let me read this report
All
to
right.
you.
All right, please calm down, calm down. How is Nigerians disappear? Nigerian, how is it Oroloro to Kemi Badenoch?
Hey,
This
wait now,
Nigerian
wait.
by
Wait now. I'll tell you. No, don't ask me. We're gonna ask. What's the name of the vice president of Nigeria? Vice president of
that's
Nigeria. Ask her to change her name. So I think as of today, Dr. Ruben Abati was also calling her. Is it Jamia or something like that? I don't know. But anyway, she's not stopping. I don't think she's gonna stop anytime soon too. But there's this guy Daniel Bwala, the special advisor to President Bola Tinubu on policy communication, has expressed that the marketing comments on Nigeria by the leader of the United Kingdom Conservative Party, Kemi Badenoch, are ineffective as our government isn't in power. Bola noted that Badenoch's comments were intended to make her win acceptance from our party's members. Speaking on Monday, when he was featured on Channel's television program Sunrise Daily, Bola said, "The only problem we have with Kemi, I think, is the rhetoric, because Kemi belongs to the right base in the United Kingdom, where she is, which is what you see in the populism around the world, that you can deepen on your support system if you can feed off the anger of the people." And so she's building a rhetoric of denigrating Nigeria, demarketing Nigeria, so she can probably win the acceptance of or acceptation of the Nigerian right. So in a recent statement, I think she made a statement about Nigerian some I forgot exactly how she said it, but I think she said I can't find it now, but something to the effect of Nigerian kills dream or something like that. But people die or something like that in Nigeria, and that they're not going to allow United Kingdom to become that. So here's a quote from her before I let you go, sir. "I grew up in a poor country and watched my relatively wealthy family become poorer and poorer, despite working harder and harder as their money disappeared with inflation. I came back to the UK aged 16 with my father's last £100 in the hope of a better life. So I have lived with the consequences of terrible governments that destroy lives." That's the point she made. "And I never ever want it to happen here." Uh, On to you. Your take, sir. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
yeah, my point of departure. If anybody is going to take on Kemi Badenoch or anybody for that matter, uh, I think Daniel Bwala is the least qualified. This is somebody who is ideologically inconsistent and always uh, finds it convenient uh, to just take a flea and latch onto uh, any government in power, so long it suits his personal needs and ego. The last time we heard of him, or before now, when he snaked, in a serpentine way, find find himself to the warm embrace of Nigeria's presidency. He was one of the people carrying placard, shouting that the Muslim ticket will not work for Nigeria, and then because of that, he went to work for Abubakar Atiku. He's back now, serving, kissing up to the royal presidency, the imperial presidency in Nigeria. That said, it is often painful. Ola, you were born in the United States of America by parents who both came from Nigeria. You went to live in Nigeria. Did you not see certain things that shook your faith in Nigeria as a country? Did you not witness it? Or as much as I love Nigeria, I'm a traditional chief there. I cannot be in denial about things that I witnessed in that country. Are you talking of the action to death of my uncle because of political disagreement in that country? How my mother's properties and what have you became target of arson because of politics. So if I relate all those things now, or the injustice I suffered as a university student just because I wrote an article as the campus editor, challenging the avoidable death of Aide Ajayi in those days. Because the school university said, I had said in my article that they were, that they were culpable in the avoidable death of that young woman, who was my contemporary to many others like me in Ondo State University, Ado Ekiti then. So if I recollect that and I make it my narrative to the whole world, how does that make me somebody who demarkets Nigeria? So simply stating my reality has become a reason for anybody to want to describe me as a Nigerian hater. This is what they are doing to Kemi Badenoch. And this is rather unfortunate. Nigeria's vice president descending into the arena took on her. Now is Daniel Buhari's turn. And I do not know why somebody like Dr. Ruben Abati will want to pitch his tent with people who are fighting against plurality of opinion. Simple. This is what it is. You have your take about Nigeria, I have my take. You cannot make your truth my own truth. And least of all, I mean, somebody like Dr. Ruben Abati for charging at, what's his name? This one, this dancing mantis from River State, Jason Wike, the other day. You had the way Jason Wike was going to begin to also ridicule Dr. Abati for running for political office and losing in an election in which Abati was not on top of the ticket. So people, they would leave issues alone and then they begin to want to attack personalities. Kemi Badenoch is doing better than all of them. She is doing better than all of them. At least she is in opposition today. If she is doing this, I do not think there is a script anywhere that you must run down any country of your, any country of ancestry or wherever that has been handed over to Kemi Badenoch or go after Nigeria and what have you. She is saying Nigeria is a place where dreams can be killed. Simple. So why is anybody angry about that? So the unfortunate martyrs of NSAS who were mauled down, killed in cold blood, even while wrapping themselves up with in a patriotic moment with the flag of Nigerian nation, the way they were murdered, were their dreams not? Were their dreams not smoked out? Were their dreams not killed with them? You know this has happened severally. In those days. Dreams got killed, and she has stated the fact of how she witnessed inflation destroying the fortune of her family. It happened to people in my family. So everybody should temper their argument with reason and logic. I do not see her as a Nigerian hater. She is not. If anything, people acting dishonestly just because of their belly, stomach infrastructure, what they want to eat. They are the ones who should mind their rhetoric about this. If we continue to hide the shenanigans and misconduct of our public officials and how Nigeria is being destroyed instrumentally by the day.
Let me ask you, how do you respond to this, right? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
And Ademola Ogbeni Demola on Twitter said, if you want to have an idea about Africans who were capturing their fellow Africans and selling them into slavery, look at Kemi Badenoch. How do you respond to that?
That is not also true, because Kemi Badenoch is not even in charge of any affairs there. So the bandits all over Nigeria, they run the slave market out there. Is Kemi Badenoch one of them? Is Kemi Badenoch the one implementing the agenda of Bretton Woods institutions against Nigeria by way of devaluation of Naira and what have you? These people, they have arguments that are really, really weak and bankrupt, and they should not tell that to the Marine. They should look for some zombies in their cathedral in the choir of their cathedral, and then they should offer them such tunes. I do not think this qualifies as one.
So let me say this, Chief. So Kemi Badenoch'S suffer, so they all suffer go, and they were left with this £100 that she took to United Kingdom to start their life all over again. Are you aware? I mean, are you able to concede to what that sounds like to an average Nigerian? I say average Nigerian, not the average around me and you. Average Nigerian.
Well,
right.
That is our story. It's a narrative, period. All these people, yes, that is a narrative. I am trained as a journalist to keep my cynicism within myself. I'll just listen to our story.
Okay, thank goodness I am not a journalist.
Yeah, you are already won by association, and you are being trained.
But I can have opinion now, Abby. I can have opinion, right?
Your opinion will be strictly yours. The facts will be sacred. Your opinion will be freely given. That is not crime, but the fact is what cannot be twisted or manufactured. And if that is the fact of our existence, who am I, or anybody for that matter, to begin to cast aspersion or doubt at what he has to say? It's our story, and everybody has a story.
So with regards to that, right? With regards to that, you're absolutely correct. She has the right to have a story. She has the right not just to a story, but to actually have an opinion about Nigeria. She has the right to every single one of those things. Now, here's the flip side of that. I have the right to have an opinion about every ounce, every micro pieces of her story and her opinion. And I'm going to give those opinions. My opinion is that girl, she has no right. She's talking from a place of privilege. And I think she has the right. Let me take that back. She has the right to use Nigeria or Nigeria's pain story to propel herself in a political career. She has the right, but we have the right to call it out for what it is. And that's exactly what I think it is. I think she's using Nigeria as a story to propel herself. I think it lacks, if it's either that or she completely lacks emotional intelligence. You know, if it's the latter, congratulations to her. If it's the former, it's actually very sad that somebody that's big will actually lack that amount of that level of social and emotional intelligence. She cannot keep bringing what is not relevant. No, Nigeria matter is not relevant to her journey unless she makes it relevant. If it's helping her, congratulations to her. But some of us, we can see through it. Okay, especially if it's repetitive. It's not about if she's telling the truth or not. OJB, of course she's telling the truth. It's not about that. It's not about if she's telling the truth or not. It's about the manipulation in it all. It's manipulative. If anything, if she doesn't realize it, that's sad. If she realizes it, but she's using it to propel herself in her political career, congratulations to her. But that person that made that last statement will be correct if that's the case.
Anyway, if like you said, if she's using it as a manipulation, let me also use this Yoruba as thing for you. If she's offering her folks on sale for pittance, when that at the end of that transaction, you won't be able to have them back. I mean, with any exorbitant price. So what I'm saying is that we leave that to her, the judgment about that to her and her conscience.
But after I have my opinion now, of course, I'll leave it to her.
Yes, I respect your views, but my own thing is this. We proceed with caution because there is this attempt to make everybody, to put everybody in one straight jacket in Nigeria and make them have a unipolar thinking. We cannot all think alike and think, oh, Nigeria has been so nice to all of us. Thank you very much.
Agreed. All right, so diverse views are always welcome. I see Mr. Joga TV says, whatever anyone does goes into history. Every leader must realize that nothing pays as diplomacy and liberalism. Ohun tí ó tọ́ ni, ohun tí ó ẹ jẹ́ kí n kà ẹ́ ní sùúrù. Ohun tí ó tọ́ ni, eégún ọdún, rèmí eégún ọdún. eégún ọdún wọ́n fà mí sórí ẹ̀ náà ẹni sùúrù eégún ọdún ọmọ alàgbà ọmọ alágbà ń bó wọra ok ẹ parí ẹ.
ọmọ alágbà ń bọ̀ wá rákàrà.
ó ń bọ̀ wá rákàrà jẹ lójúde lójúde ok thank you sir.
When the Egungun festival is on, it's all for the people attending in the groves, you know, the children, I mean, of these Egungun priests, they have free fried bean balls to throw around, eat as if that is the end of it, as if this year festival will not again move on.
It will happen again. We shall move. We move.
When it's over, you know, the children of the Alagba is the chief amongst the Egungun chiefs. And so, his own children too, who has been given all this free akara thing and what have you, is going to go to the Mama Alakara in the neighborhood to offer money to buy now because there's no more free akara coming as a result of the Egungun festival. So, what we're saying is that occupation of office, being in any office, elected office for that matter, is strictly tenured. For Donald Trump, 4 years will soon run its course. For people running the show in Nigeria, it looks like it will never end. Remember when they said PDP will...
And those of you using our pain to drag us in the United Kingdom too, bueno, it's coming back too.
That's right. Yeah. So this is just the thing. This is just
all right. All right.
Turn by turn, that's so life be.
Some people have 2 turns. Shout out to Donald Trump. Anyway, thank you everybody. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live or drop videos. We appreciate you. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. Take care and God bless.
Oh my God.